Right, welcome back. Joining us this morning to chat about the trending topics that dominated social media this week, and to give us a further insight on what to expect this weekend, SABC Digital News senior producer Busi Siwe joins us now live. Busi, pleasure having you on the program. Tell us what was on the agenda in terms of social media this week.
Good morning, Blaine, and good morning to the agenda viewers. It was quite an interesting week on social media. It started on Monday with hashtag a diamond rush, gripping a South African village after a discovery of unidentified stones in KwaHlati in KwaZulu-Natal. Some social media users were excited over the news of the possibility of a diamond discovery, tweeting that all roads lead to Lady Smith. The Department of Mineral Resources and Energy has now dispatched a task team of geological and mining experts to the area to determine the veracity of the stories and to conduct a proper inspection of the site and whether the diamonds are there. Then moving on Tuesday, the hashtag Tembisa10 has also been trending this week. This as the father of the decuplets, or the 10 babies, Tebogo Tsotetsi, his family released a statement saying he had not seen the mother of the babies, Khosiami Sithole. The family said Khosiami was missing and their attempts to trace her had drawn blank. And then later, Sithole released a video saying she's trying to protect her children and that people should stop acting confused. Sithole was reportedly later taken into the custody of the Social Development Department. They apparently said they were taking her for physiological assessment. The health department last night also weighed in on the matter, reiterating that it has no record of the baby's birth and challenging independent media who broke the story initially to take the Steve Biko Hospital, where the babies are said to have been born, to the health ombudsman over claims that the health officials at the health facility are concealing the baby's birth. As you can see, the story isn't dying down, Blaine, and South Africans are now calling for proof, as some believe the babies exist and others are confused. They want scans, pictures of the babies, and or perhaps the card of Khosiami's antenatal visits, or at least a doctor who was involved in the birth, so that all speculations can be laid to rest. Another big story this week was President Cyril Ramaphosa briefing the nation amid the rising number of COVID-19 cases. Well, he moved the country back to alert level 3 as efforts to curb the COVID-19 spread continues. For those who asked for a refresher as to what Alert 3 entailed, here's the brief summary. The restrictions include a curfew from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., the sale of alcohol only permitted from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Thursday, gatherings limited to 50 indoor and 100 outdoor, and of course the wearing of masks is always mandatory. Hashtag Youth Day, hashtag June 16 trended on Wednesday as the country commemorated the June 16, 1976 Soweto uprising. As per tradition, many wore their school uniforms, and the president, in a virtual address, hailed young people as the force that drives a country and grows its economy, and spoke about a number of initiatives that government is driving, such as the presidential youth employment intervention. Some people asked their peers what their legacy is, and some calling on each other as the youth to table their solutions to government. This as youth unemployment is unacceptably high. Now, moving on to sad social media trends this week. Later on Wednesday, former Eskom board chair and businessman Jabu Mabuza passed away due to COVID-19 complications at the age of 63. President Cyril Ramaphosa expressed his deep sadness at his passing on social media, as well as the business sector and many others, describing Mabuza as an outstanding business leader and an amazing human being. Ramaphosa described Mabuza as a monumental figure whose leadership had inspired many. Staying with COVID-19, on the same night, over 13,000 COVID-19 cases were reported, sparking fears of another RIP season in the country. Of course, this is in reference to the deaths that the country experienced during the second wave of infections. Others, however, expressed hope that vaccines will make a difference this time around. Others called for radical change of behavior, urging people to only go out when it's absolutely necessary. On Thursday, the former president of Zambia, Kenneth Kaunda, trended after he passed away at the age of 97. His family had earlier in the week asked for prayers when he was hospitalized. Kaunda has been described as one of Africa's greatest sons who didn't go to politics for material gain. 21 days national mourning have been declared in Zambia following his death. President Cyril Ramaphosa has also declared 10 days of mourning for Kaunda, and Tanzania has also declared 7 days. And lastly, former Minister of Public Enterprises, Malusi Gigaba, I saw that you also did a story earlier about him. He trended on Friday as he appeared before the Zondo Commission. His squabbles with his estranged wife dominated the proceedings, with Gigaba denying that he had laid charges against Noma Ngoma. The former minister branded his former lover a pathological liar, saying her testimony at the commission was out of bitterness and malice as their divorce settlement did not go her way. He says malicious damage to property charges against her were filed and withdrawn by law enforcement officers. Some social media users slammed the Gigaba's testimonies as a waste of time, saying they had no relevance to the state capture inquiry and were a revenge strategy. And I'm looking forward to what will happen in the coming days on social media and what will trend, Blaine.
The social media space is always tricky to navigate, and we're lucky to have your better mind to help us make sense of it. We'll speak to you as well as the team next week as well, same time, same place. Busisiwe Khadebe, live for us there. She is SABC Digital Senior Producer. Thank you very much indeed.